Welcome, welcome to another EBX discussion. And you're alive and breathing, as I always say. We are back to fight another day. So be thankful and welcome those that has came in, my soldiers and soldierettes, and hope you're having a wonderful life and you're celebrating life and appreciating not only our families and those that we care about connected to life, we care about our own lives. Because when we care about ourselves, we'll care about the thing that's important. But it always starts with oneself. And in this day and age, we should know that. So that's why I always honor our ancestors, which is spirit is still alive in the present today. And I always will acknowledge that, as well as that higher force that has been with many of our lives. And those that in our families that may have transitioned, may they rest in peace and in power. And may our families prosper and we keep forging forward in everything we touch. Turn to gold and appreciate the wonderful things of life. And first off, I want to say celebrate life above anything. Of course, we keep that great divine in there too. But we celebrate life at all costs. Not just because of a holiday. We should celebrate life every day. Every day can be a holiday. Because I have my little opinions about holidays and stuff, but I don't say too much because everyone leads their own path. I just add to the culture, as I heard a great brother say. And a lot of sisters probably say the same thing. Those that are super duper, or should I say super duper self-aware. It's a beautiful thing when you get to that state, which is not easy, brothers and sisters, but many of us know this. But I wanted to say appreciate life and appreciate good music. And I wanted to say, let's get back to the music. I know it's good music out there, but when you become self-aware, and this could be brother or sister, and you've been studying different things your whole life, and and you really have a really deep passion for good music, not just any kind of music. I'm talking about something that's good for the vibration, something that's good for the psyche, something that's good for your chakras, something that will impact your life and actually make you do something good in your own life. That's the best kind of music, just my opinion, because I want music to make me feel good. I want music that'll make, not just me, all of us. We should have music that make us want to grow, inspire us to do music. If we have, a passion for, writing songs or doing hip hop, even if we're up in age, so what? Still write, my brothers and sisters, still write. You can always show it to the youth behind us. We don't have to let that spirit of music, and it can be any genre, as long as it's righteous and it's not twisted, it doesn't matter. As long as it's right within. I don't care what age group it is. Pass it on to the youth. Don't just let that spirit of music that you have within thee, don't ever let it die. We transition it. We pass it on to that youth. We'll be transcenders. And start right where you are, brother or sister, especially my young brothers and sisters. I don't care how you feel about things you see on the outside of you or what's going on. No, what I always say, you go to that divine, and that divine is that higher force, that spirit deep within. You talk to that spirit, and it will tell you what path to take, when to take that path, when to speak, when not to speak. We have to let our spirit be a bully righteously, especially when it comes to appreciating life and doing music. Because remember, we put that good positive energy in everything. I don't care. Even when we're making our mistakes, even when we might think we're down, we always stick with that divine, because we didn't fight. A lot of us, we didn't get to this point to stop. There's greater things ahead. You never know. That's why it's good to step back, have solitude from time to time, so you can figure things out and work things out and don't make wrong choices. And I'm speaking on oneself too. And don't let ourselves, we have to be aware of evil entities and different things in our lives. But brothers and sisters, and of course this is for me too, but man, never get to a space where you think you're better than someone. It's just an example, just a little advice, not that nobody think there is, but sometimes little things we do, them little stupid ass human things that I hate. That's why I say I hate this human flesh sometimes. And sometimes we might miss little things here and there. But if we are spiritually, divinely rooted and connected to the pit of our souls, we will come back on it, or that divine will send it to us, and we will see it, and we will see the mistake, and we will begin to correct it and change it. So, and when we keep doing this, we'll have less mistakes, and that can go within our life, our music, because what a lot of us say, and what I always say, the thing that we harbor the most inside, whether it's evil or good, it will come out. And what draws it out, brothers and sisters? That wonderful, wonderful universe. And it'll come out in your life. It'll come out in your music. We can't hide, This is a hard lesson for me. I'm talking about way, way in the past. I'm not talking about recent. And anybody knows this. Everybody knows the laws of attraction. It's really not no deep spiritual thing. It can become that when you start being aware of the law of attraction. What goes up must come down. What you put out, what you get back. You study those things. You're aware of those things. That helps us a lot in choices we make in our lives and doing our music. And what brought me to this, why this came to my spirit about music, because there's so much going on in this mainstream media. Now, I'm not against those that maybe sell product. I'm talking about artists. And I'm really talking about the one that's, I would say, superstars, quote unquote. It's a question I ask, and I've heard other brothers and sisters ask this question. Me and my son, we talk about this. Like, and pardon my French, it's like, where is the fucking music, bro? I don't want the gimmicks. I don't want your gimmicks. I want music. Where is the good music? You know what I'm saying? That's something else we need to focus on. Two things we can focus on in our lives that I think it has a lot to do with our mental, because music is a vibration, So, and I know a lot of us have, heard songs that send chills through our body, that make us feel good. That's what we need to get back to. All this, I'm not saying everybody's celebrity gossip. I'm setting aside the ones that are reaching and teaching. Then you have those that are for entertainment. I'm drawing the line. I'm not putting everybody in the same box. But we are, these celebs, some of them, these artists, they're doing this and doing that. That has nothing to do with the music. That's what I want to get back to, because I love music, and like I said, I don't know everything there is about music, whether it's hip hop or other genres. I just know how one feels about it, spiritually, deep, passionate. I'm very, very passionate when it comes to music, and I will always be connected to music. I will always be tied in, even when I'm up in age, and I can't say raps or anything, but I will always write. I will always teach what I have learned, the little experiences maybe I have picked up from, other brothers and sisters that, maybe do music or whatever, because I'm always opening up and willing to learn, even from my son. You know what I'm saying? It's always little things that we can learn from. And when we're open like that, I mean, not like open to everything, like to negative forces, but if you're at a success state in your mind, that's not even an issue. So you have to, when you're open to learn from different things, and you're not in this space where I know what I'm talking about. I don't need this, and I don't know. You can't be like that. Even I know that. I mean, because I like solitude, and I'm perfectly fine when I'm alone. Actually, I am my best company, but I don't get to the point where I shut people out. I do listen and take in things, and I listen to a lot of different music, and has been one's mission, is to try to find some good music out there and not listening to the same artists. That's just, I don't want to see artists going back and forth in the media and going to jail and, and getting killed and dying. I don't want to see that anymore. And that is not normal. And I don't want to, it's saddening, because I always say when we go back to the beginning of some of these artists, some don't care the space they're in. But, like I said in a podcast I made, I don't know how long ago, maybe a year ago, about, all artists that transition, may they rest in peace and in power. It's on my podcast. But that was for the ones that truly meant well and got caught up. We've got to get back. I want to get back to the music. Where is the fucking music? I don't want to see celebrities going back and forth and arguing and they're doing this and they're doing. Of course, things has to be exposed because we have children out there that listen to some of this music that don't have good energy. I'm not saying that's not important, because it is. And I salute to all the truth sayers out there that's exposing in an unapologetic way. That is beautiful, and we need that. But let's not forget about the music. Let's not get so wrapped up in conspiracy theories and all this stuff. Let's get back to the music, brothers and sisters. Let's make music. Let's take that same energy and put it into our hip hop and push that hip hop out there. Let's make positive hip hop become like a disease. Let's spread it. Let's make it strong. Let's take our focus a little bit off the exposure and let's put some of it, or if not most of it, if we can, all of it, put our energy, put that same fire that a lot of us, like-minded brothers and sisters have, put that same energy into our music. Because that's why I do a lot of music. You go on my channel, I just did a song. I got something in my returning subscribers or featured video, where you come in and it's kind of pinned at the top. You'll always see me do music because music soothes the soul. Music is another form of meditation, because writing raps and writing songs, I don't know how to write music. So when I say write music, I'm just saying, like writing rhymes, and I still write. I don't do it digitally. I can't even, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't do it digitally. I write it on paper because I want to keep that originality. I don't want to lose that. So that's why I write it on paper. I always will. And I got notebook after notebook. I have so many notebooks of rhymes I have written all the way back to the 90s, brothers and sisters. So I've been in this for a long time, but, studying and being connected to the right things of life. I mean, seriously connected. And this could be brother or sister, young or old. You lose that wanting to go into the industry, and it's like you want people to hear your music, but you don't want that negative shit, and that's going to come too, because one thing that a lot of us that are like-minded and has been doing this for decades, one thing we all know, not everybody is going to like you, not everybody is going to welcome you in, not everybody's going to like your music, and some will pretend like they don't like your music, but really do. And it's unfortunate that we have to deal with things like that. But those of us that's doing music and really love it, and maybe in the beginning, don't stop. But don't just, you do it for yourself and then you do it for everybody else. And it comes out more original that way, not just for a beat or a smooth rap. Because it's not how we say it, brothers and sisters. It's what we're saying is what's most important. Because that's the most impactful. And I'm talking about righteous, what we're saying. Something that someone can learn from, brother or sister. And I'm talking impactful. Something that can actually make someone change their mindset. And like Brother Malcolm X said, once you change that mindset, your body begins to change. Your life will begin to change. The way you view the world will begin to change. And when you view the world, when you're on the outside of it and, you're of the world and not in it, that will trickle down into our music. Because again, like I said a few minutes ago, how we feel about ourselves, what we harbor the most, that's what will trickle out to the world. So if some brothers and sisters are wondering why you hear a lot of us talk about righteous so much because when you do the opposite, what happens? Then you got to rebuild yourself and get back to that state that you should be, so just do right from within, from the beginning, be right as we can possibly be, so, and that plays a very major, important part in celebrating life and celebrating music. And, I just want to hear some good music. I don't want to hear arguing, going back and forth, this celebrity saying this celebrity doing that. Where's the fucking music? Get back to the damn music. I want to hear music. I want to hear about great music in the mainstream, in the media. Music, like I said, we got a lot of souls out there that need soothing. You got brothers and sisters that's yearning for positive, impactful, divine music, in any genre. But it's got to be righteous. I'm standing on that. It's got to be a righteous energy. It can't be nothing demonic. Why? Because we have children. And that's what's most influenced the most. Music is a big ass influence, especially to the younger generation. That's why we need to push that divine, positive music out there. Certain things some things we got to be aggressive on. This is one of them areas, as well as our health, and our mental health, and, important things in our lives and children, family, loving, protecting, things like that we have to be aggressive on too. But music plays a part in all of our melanated lives. It plays a part in our lives in one way or another. We use music on our podcast. We might be studying and listening to music. I'm telling you, music is all around us. But we need to take what hip hop was meant for. And like I said, many genres, but hip hop is my love. So hip hop, we need to bring hip hop back. We need to bring it back home. You know what I'm saying? And get back to that purified, righteous, uplifting, good chakra feeling, impactful, making one great and just sending good vibes to the listeners, especially the young brothers and sisters. I will always focus on the young brothers and sisters. So, this is just in my spirit, where is the good music? Where is the good hip hop? Remember, like I said, folks, high infinite power, helping our people. HIP, HOP. If a lot of us, especially those in the beginning, my young brothers and sisters, if you would study music this way and be independent, do your own thing, just start. That's what I was saying earlier. I didn't finish. Start right where you are. Don't be led by things on the outside. Be led by one's spirit, that gut feeling. And I'm telling you, when you take that step and don't just make music the way you think others want you to make it, you're not being true to oneself when you do that. And again, you gotta be ready for those that are not gonna take your music the way they think you should make it. No, you do it for oneself and you do it for that divine. And you be persistent and you do music the way you want to do it. But again, it must be righteous, because what we put out is what? I ain't got to finish it. You fill in the blank. So, and study karma. That's why we stay righteous, So we need this good purified music out here, Study that great divine. Know things about your pineal gland. Know things about your chakras, and how it affects others, Because if you think about it. When you listen to hardcore gangster music, now it's okay to talk about things of the hood and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about the glamorizing of it and using it to get yourself to a different space. And it's not nothing righteous within. You just that hard, just because I've seen this in the past, where we use like a club, for example. Club could be going good, everybody dancing. Then you throw on this hard gangster song that's just talking about bitches and kill this nigga and fuck that and bitches the bitch and all this shit. Now just think of that energy. Now the whole energy of the club will change and also might manifest fights. So that's what I'm talking about. That's how we have to be. Some individuals don't take energy of music serious. and then they wonder why different things happening in their life because you invited it into your life. So again, where is the righteous music? That's what we need. All this bickering and going back and forth, I'm tired of that shit. Get back to the damn music, and this is just one's opinion because I love hip hop and I love life. And I appreciate, my family, brothers and sisters I've met along the way. If I didn't listen, if I didn't study on becoming intelligent, a lot of things I would have missed out on. I've had a lot of great brothers and sisters encourage me in the past when it came to hip hop, that lifted a brother, that helped a brother manifest that gift that was just laying dormant, So that was just my thought. That was my spirit, something I had in my spirit, Appreciate life, brothers and sisters. Appreciate life every day. You don't need some entity to tell you when to celebrate. Every day can be a holiday. And appreciate good music, good music. And again, I'll say, where's the music? Where's the hip hop? Let's get back. Let's get back to that music. We need to pull hip hop back, because it's not going anywhere, but it's kind of staggered. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's just hovering and sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's good artists out there. I know it's good righteous artists out there. I'm not saying that it's not. But it seemed like it's being hidden. And some of the, I have to say toxic music seems to get all the exposure. So I'm just saying, let's appreciate life and brothers and sisters, and appreciate brothers and sisters that are putting out that good music out here, good righteous, that, good chakra feeling, that good music. So I salute to those brothers and sisters that are putting out that great music. And again, I'll say, my soldiers and soldierettes, salute. Appreciate life always and every day, not just on the holiday. So that's my thought. That's just a little something I had inside I wanted to talk about. And I hope everybody have a wonderful rest of the strong. I don't say weak, I say strong. And because that's what we are my melanated brothers and sisters. We are strong, even if we think we're not. We all have that divine strength within. That's why a lot of us appreciate life and do listen to good music. So I thank those that came in to another EBX discussion. May you have a great life and prosper. Reachers and teachers, salute the same. I give honor to your family, my family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you have the ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. 1.